Hello, hello. Welcome to Immigration Vibes. Hello. Welcome to Immigration Vibes. Hi. Thank you for checking in. Trying to adjust the camera. Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Immigration Vibes. Please share the video as you come in. Share the video as you come in, guys. Welcome to Immigration Vibes. To all my returning followers, the new ones, you are highly welcome. Hi, Michael. Power of Praise, right? Good to see you. Same. Hi. Hello. Please share the video. Today we are going to repeat the last video that I made last time because I decided to delete the video since there was some kind of scamming in between. So I decided to take the video down. I'm sorry, that's why some of you did not see the video after my live, so I deleted the video. So today I'm going to spend some time to repeat some of the things that we said in that last video, and then depending on the time, then I can add some other stuff. Okay, so those who already got the message last time, I hope it won't be boring for you guys to also listen to the same thing today. I'm just trying to make sure that I have the video on record. Okay, share the video, please. Again, my name is Flormaine Nyambi Tendong. I'm streaming live from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. You are welcome to Immigration Vibes. This is the voice behind Immigration Vibes. I hope you enjoy it. Please share the video. We're going to repeat the same topic that we did last time in my life. Again, because there were some issues about music, which we know we're not playing music. My brother just got a visa denial. It was filed from the US by his spouse. They said more administrative findings will be done. Call him thereafter. Okay, so it's under administrative review. So it means that some of the things that both of them said are not corresponding to make them a couple. Okay, is it a spouse? You say a spouse? I think you say spouse, right? Let me see. Again, those who are filing for people, the relatives that are filing in the United States that claim to know immigration law, they don't consult their lawyers. So nobody should be in the United States and want to file for a relative and go and do it by themselves, because once it's rejected, then they'll have to pay the lawyer's fee times 10. So there's no point to even go try something that you don't know because you want to save money. Now you're going to spend more. Okay, so we were talking last time, I think we have a good number. We were talking last time about traveling tips. Okay, so if you are traveling to the United States, as we said last time, be aware of what you carry in your bag. Be aware of the kind of documents that you put on your bag before you come. And we said some of the documents that you shouldn't be carrying if you got a visitor visa, or if you are coming for a conference visa, or if you are coming for a tourist visa. You shouldn't be carrying certain documents in your bag, especially when it comes to resume, like documents that shows that you are coming to look for work. When you carry some kind of document like a marriage certificate or like a birth certificate, or like any document that shows that you are going to stay in the United States to do something with it, okay? So it's kind of like suspicious to the government or to the immigration officers that are going to be working at the border to see you carry those kind of things. Okay, now what is the reason we're saying that is because when you are traveling to the United States, as we said last time, that having a U.S. visa approved at the embassy is not a guarantee for you to be allowed to enter the United States. So, which means that at the port of entry, which is the U.S. Airport, right, at the border, you will still be given a small interview there to match exactly what happened at the embassy, to match, to see whether the purpose of you traveling or getting to the United States is still the same purpose that you told the embassy that you are coming for, or is it that after you've gotten the visa, now you change your mind to change your purpose in your heart. So that is why at the airport they still have to give you like some kind of semi interview. Okay, so have it in mind that you will still come to the airport, you will be interviewed again a little bit, not too much like the embassy, but now it is now your place to demonstrate that the purpose which you are coming to the United States is the same like the one that you said at the embassy. But for some reason, if they discover that, let's say they do random checking and they discover in your bag that you are carrying certain documents just like those that we said before, then they will begin to ask you questions what you are going to do with those documents. So it will depend on how you answer those questions that they will allow you to get into the United States. If you don't answer the questions well, or if your questions don't match the same answers that you gave at the embassy, then they'll look at you to be somebody who is not trying to enter the United States with the same purpose that you gave at the embassy. So it becomes suspicious. So now what will happen if they discover you carrying documents in your bag, or documents that they suspect that they're going to make you stay here? They're going to subject you to a secondary inspection. So now they're going to ask you to step aside, since the officer has so many people standing in front of him or her to also interview or so check. Now another person or another group of officers will now contact you standing there and ask you further questions or even do further search. And now if you don't speak well, or if your answers don't go in line with what your visa purpose is, then they might decide to put you back in the next plane. Okay, they might deport you immediately, which means that the planes going to your country, they don't need you to pay. It's just free ride. They'll just ask you to go back and say, sorry, you cannot be allowed to enter the United States because of this, that. Sometimes they give you a reason. Sometimes they might just tell you that you are not qualified to enter the United States. So be mindful of the kind of things you carry in your bag. Then the most important thing that we said that day also is that some people travel to different countries and then some people will give them passport to carry. That's the worst thing to carry on behalf of somebody. You have your own passport, so you shouldn't be caught with two passports in your body. What are you going to do with them? Or why is the person passing the passport to you? So you have to know that things like that are very sensitive. And so you shouldn't be getting involved in carrying other people's passport, whether they want you to go and help them renew them, or they want you to go and help them get a certain stamp. People are supposed to do things by themselves, because when you are caught with that kind of a thing, then it becomes suspicious that you are part of the game. Okay, so be careful. Yeah, so let me see. Please be you can ask your questions in the comment section. I will stop by one time and see if they are necessary to answer. Okay, question. Let's say a visa has been granted to me for a seminar in the US in June. Can I leave my country in April? Say the visa was granted in March? No. If you are going for a conference, why would you leave a few months before the conference date? You see, now you are not defeating the purpose of you coming here for that conference. How long is the conference? You are not even coming for a visit. You are coming for a conference. So a conference is 1 or 2 or 3 days. So why should you come 2-3 months before the time? That's already a suspect there, right? So at least you can come maybe a week before, because some of the conferences, if actually you are coming for conference, where are you going to stay? If you praise, if you bought the hotel or you booked the hotel, right, reserved the hotel, you'll be caught there. If you are coming for that kind of thing, conferences are usually at where most of the time where your family members or your friends don't live there. So if you were to come 2 months before time, will you pay the hotel for the 2 months and be roaming around with no work, with nothing to wait for a day of a conference, which you are even going to pay and you're going to eat? So do you have a bank statement that is going to show that you are going to stay and pay the hotel for that length of time? If yes, fine. It means that you also have to, beside the conference visa, you add tourist and tourism visa, and you also have to show the money that you're going to use to tour and also the places that you're going to tour. So it's a little bit, you know, you have to think twice, okay? Because conference is like 3 days or 4 days or 5 days at most, and then you have to pay that conference, then you have to pay the hotel for those days, and then have to eat, you have to get transportation. Now, if you want to come for 2 months or even a month, do you have money to pay? So you see, your intentions are called right there. So that kind of a thing. Even let's say you already have the visa at the embassy, as you said. If you leave and then you come at the airport, so that's where they might turn you back, okay? Because the immigration officers at the airport are gonna like, wait a minute, somebody's coming for a conference that is still gonna start in June. The person now wanna come in April, so they will not allow you in, okay? It will not, because except you have a visitor visa attached to it or some kind of itinerary to show what you are coming early to do, and it will also show that they will look at your bank statement to see if that bank statement can cover that time that you are going to be in the United States. Remember that they don't want anybody to be stranded here and start asking for government benefits, okay? So that is another issue right there. All right, welcome, precious. Nice to see you. If you are coming here for the first time, subscribe. Good. Yeah, I even forgot to tell my people to subscribe. Please, my star button is also there if you want to give me stars. And there's a subscription button again for people who are coming new to this platform. The only way you can get my attention in terms of texting me through WhatsApp or calling me on the phone or writing emails, except you're a subscriber. Otherwise, I don't have time to be talking to people. I don't know them. I don't know their mission. So subscription is only $4.99. It was first of all $9.99, and I just dropped it because I saw that the majority of the followers are not from countries that they can pay. Okay. Hi, Kai from Philippines. Dai, how are you, from Nepal? And Romina, how are you? Yeah, so that's the only way that you can easily talk to me, okay? If you want to consult, you want to ask a question, you subscribe, okay? Subscription is a little bit different from following. Following means you are just coming to sit here and watch me for free and get some information. While subscription means that you pay some money if you want to ask some questions that are in private, okay? All right, and also I have a YouTube channel that I have a link. I think I have a link right there. Please do me a favor, and I have loaded some videos that were earlier last year for those who are joining me midway. It means that you have not gotten a chance to watch those videos, and this is a better way to go and watch them on YouTube because they are just videos. They don't have text in between. They are not mixed up with pictures. They are just selected videos. So most of the things that you guys the questions that you guys are asking are in those videos. I know that it's difficult for people who are joining me now to go and be watching videos of last year, but I bet you if you go and watch them, you will like them because, for example, videos about DV lottery, I'm not going to repeat them here. So anybody who have a question about DV lottery, go and visit those videos. You will see how to apply, you will see the requirement, you will see the questions, you will see everything. So those are the earlier videos that we made last time, and they're still there. So I just decided to save you time. Instead of scrolling down my Facebook page all the way to the bottom, I decided to upload those videos on YouTube so that they are at the top. Okay, they're newly at the top, so you can feel free to go and watch them. All right. Okay, so let's see another thing that I want you guys to. And then another thing about traveling is that when you are packing your suitcases, right? So we said last time that don't carry packages from people who you don't know, because your family members are giving those things for you to carry and come to the United States. Then I made you guys to know that when you come to the United States, some people are living in different states that are far away from you. Only a plane can get there. So how are you going to send these packages to those people? You should know that you have to pay money to the post office to carry the things to those people. And most of the times, those people will not even send you the money to use to pay for the post office. Now, you will have to use your own money, or if you don't have because you just came, you are not working, you will have to ask money for your host to make things for people you don't know, just to make them happy. So you have to think twice. When you are coming for your first time, you carry packages of people that you don't know, or people that have not given you money. If at all you want to have them, probably you should ask the people to give you some money to carry along, okay? So that you can reach here and make the things. And then you should also avoid to carry things that are overweight. I will advise you to weigh your things before time, because sometimes, like it happened to me, sometimes you arrive at the airport and things are so heavy. Now you have to reduce some of the things and trash, because if you are coming from like third world countries where sometimes they don't allow your family members to get inside with you, in case something is left, then they can carry away, you will have to trash those things at the airport. Okay, so be careful when you overpack your box. Just maintain the weight that the airline has given you, and weigh your things before time. Don't force anything in, because once you go inside and the weight and the things are more than, you're either going to pay a lot of money to carry just an additional £1, or they're going to trash it if you don't have money. So you better take time and pack your things and weigh them in such a way that you are not going to be trashing things. Or sometimes they delay and your plane goes because you are trying to force things. You are trying to force things that you want to carry when they don't have anything to do with you. You don't want to miss your plane, okay? Yeah, so and also carry like a backpack. For those who want to carry 3-4 bags in their hand, know that the plane has a space for everybody to put things at the top. So make sure you check your things, a lot of things in the suitcase, so that you travel light. You can have your handbag. You can carry like a backpack on your back, and then you can just hold like a handbag if you're a lady, or if you're a man, you can carry a backpack and then you carry a carry-on, okay? Because you don't want stress of coming out of the plane with 10 things in your hand. You are trying to walk. Some of the journey you can, the terminals are very far. When you come out of the plane, especially when you are on transit, you will know that it's not easy to carry those things in your hand. If you are traveling for the first time, nobody's going to tell you this, but you will be discovering it along the way as you walk, that you have a carry-on that is so heavy, you have a handbag that is so heavy, you have a backpack that you say, maybe you have a jacket. Since I told you guys that if you are coming in the summer, there's fine weather. If you are coming in the winter, it's the worst weather, you have to carry at least a jacket, okay, or a sweater. So those are the small tips that I want you guys to know. So in the means, let me see if you guys have some question, then I can answer why I continue to give you some more tips, okay? So, power of praise, I'm sorry for your brother. Probably the person here did not consult a lawyer, otherwise those are easy visas for spouses. If the spouse is true, not the fabricated one, then it should be easy to get, okay? All right, so continue to ask your questions, and for those who are coming new, please share the video so that we can have some fun here. Okay. Power of prayer, when they say more administrative findings, it means that there are two things. It's not really a denial, except they open they gave her some document, or they open it to him. That is a denial. Otherwise, when they put your case under administrative findings, it means that they still have to do some more work in order to give you the response. So it's not necessary that they deny. Probably like they might want to verify like a marriage certificate. They might want to verify like to ask whether some family members know that they were married. They might want to know maybe one or two things. Maybe some people, as I said, some people might marry and they don't divorce, and then they go and marry again, or the marriage certificate is not from a legit place. Okay, the marriage certificate might not be. It might be the one that is not like a legit. Okay, now they want to find out. So those are some of the things that can make the embassy not to give a visa for somebody instantly, or to approve instantly, just because they know that there are certain documents that are not correct, or information that is mismatched. For example, the wife here might put information in the system which they go and ask the husband, and the husband is saying something else. In that case, we don't consider it like a remarriage, because a remarriage, the information is supposed to match. Okay, so it might be that kind of thing that they're trying to look for. Adele, this is a new name I've never seen yet. Welcome, my friend. Delphine, welcome. Thank you for joining in. You look like my Delphine from Minnesota. Abu Locosta, welcome. Gin, welcome. I see a lot of new people here. Same new, welcome. Smila, welcome. Let me see. They said more administrative findings will be done. Call him there after. Yeah, they might call him and give him the visa if they see that those things are correct. Jason, welcome. Nafeza, welcome. Hello from Day. Z, welcome. Ayu Ali, welcome. I'm from Pesva, Pakistan. Welcome. Okay, so let me see if you guys have some questions. Jello, ma'am, I want to talk to you. You need my help. Okay, Ahmed Palmer, you have to subscribe if you want to talk to me. Okay, that's the only way you can talk to me. The link is on the video right now. For those who are looking for a way to subscribe, there's a link. If you are, it's going to be, I think, the first. That is the first. Let me see. What is this video? It should be the first comment. This video is kind of funny. Okay. Anyway, I think the link is there. I see the link in the video, so if you don't see it, then you should find it. Now that the lawyer did everything, well, the lawyer can do everything. It's only the information that you gave the lawyer to do. If the lawyer is not in your country, if you fabricated a marriage certificate and get the lawyer is not going to know. If you were married in your country and lie, you go and do another marriage certificate, the lawyer is going to know. So it is only the information that you give the lawyer to put, that the lawyer is going to just put to good faith. It might be, people sometimes, it depends what they give you. So it might be, if the lawyer did it, and then most of the time it is the client that lie, or that they don't give the truthful information for the lawyer to use it. So you can still use a lawyer and they don't give you, if that information is coming from you that is not truthful. Here the least information, just by even just changing a birth date, or just by if you have a wrong birthday, or a birthday that is not matching, that's a ground for denial too. Okay, if you have, it's not like It's not like you have to be like some kind of big. Any listing that is not matching, it's not adding up, that can look like fake, they're not gonna give you. Okay, in Zambia, I want to find out easy way to come to US. There's no easy way. Everybody has to work hard to qualify for a visa. Okay, my friend, there's no easy way. You play lottery is the easiest way. It's just lottery, you know. You just see application, they say bam, you win. Now you follow documents and come here. I want to find a way. Mary Frida, welcome. I want to find a way to get visa to relocate. Okay, this is a way for those who are coming looking for a way. Please, I have videos on my page that says the different types of US visa. Okay, different types of US visa. It's a very long video. Go watch it. You're gonna know like different ways that you can come to America. You can come to America as a student. You can come to America as if you have a husband here, fight for you, or have a wife here, can fight for you, or have a mother here, can fight for you, or you are a child over 21, you can fight for your parents, you can fight for your siblings, you can fight for your, you know, if you have a child. Okay, so there are different ways. And then you can also come to America if you look for a job online and they give you a job offer. You can also come to a employment sponsor, okay, or employer sponsor. You can also come to America if you want to, if you let's say if you have some kind of talents like J1, if you have some kind of talent, they do cultural exchange. If you want to come and work like teaching a school, and then bring your culture and share it with American culture, and then I take American culture and go to your country. You call it exchange visitor visa, J1. Okay, you can also come like H1B, which is some kind of high skill level. If you are like an expert in engineering, an expert in IT, an expert in like a doctor, a lawyer. So those kind of skills, you can stay in your home country and apply for jobs here, and you will be given a visa, or the companies are going to sponsor. So these are sponsored jobs. Okay, so the rest are those that you can apply on your own, which is like come here as a student, find a school, you get admission, then you take the admission, you pay, show how you're going to pay the fee, then you go to the embassy and ask for a visa to come to school. Okay, you can look for a conference if you are a career person that you're working in the company, and then you have the money, you can book for a conference here to come and enrich yourself, and then they give you invitation. You can use that to come to America. Then you can also come to America to visit relatives if they can give you an invitation and they are capable of hosting you, or you are capable of sponsoring yourself. So there's so many ways to come here. So if you are one of the people who are joining me today for the first time, or who is new on my page, go and explore the page. It has so much rich information on it. Or you can go to YouTube and also watch the videos on the page on YouTube, okay, on the channel. So there's no easiest way to hi mates, there's no easiest way. Everything is to work hard, and there's no guarantee for any visa. Okay, there's just no guarantee. So you have to work hard and make sure that you qualify for a visa before you apply. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste your money. Hello, Akuna. Yeah, continue to ask your questions and I will see them and answer. Okay, for those who are joining me new, like Alpha, I don't call people, please, sorry. If you want me to call you, you can subscribe to my channel, you can subscribe to my page, like a paid subscriber, and then I can call you. Kama Saka, welcome. Ask your question. How are you? I'm from Liberia. William John, how are you doing today? Romani, is it Romania? Romana. Okay, guys, ask your questions. I think I've welcomed everybody that is here today. Welcome, Mohammed Musa. Welcome. I'm doing great. Okay, so I think those are some of the things that I want you guys to know when you are traveling. Okay, and then last time we also talked about before the video was disturbing about music which we're not playing. We were talking about some common mistakes that people make at their US visa interview that cause them denial. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some of them again. I did it, but now that the video is not on my page for people to go and relearn, I will not mind to still repeat it. Okay, so as we said last time, that when you are planning to go to the US visa interview, you should be well prepared. Okay, dress very well, be clean, be nice, be polite, be well organized. Okay, for example, you have documents that you're going to show as evidence. You don't know which one is going to come first, but the most common one that if they're going to grant you a visa that will ask, depending the type of visa, is going to be like the bank statement. Okay, anything that has to do with money is the very first thing that they will check. American Line Money, they will check whether before they even proceed, do you even have money. Okay, so make sure that you organize the file in such a way that this kind of document is easily accessible. When they ask you, can we see your bank statement? Don't waste time to be finding the bank statement among a pile of papers and waste their time. Remember that there's always a long line in front of them, and they're doing these things in a hurry, and they want to make sure that they go through everybody that is going to be in that room. So you should not take their time and make them angry, and probably will not even look at the bank statement on your behalf, or they look at it with another mind. They're already angry, and they already have an impression that can affect your visa status. Okay, so as you're standing there, make sure that your files are organized. You know where which document is, and then you also say do things in a way, be polite and greet them when you walk in, and wait for them to ask you the first question, and stand straight and look at them in their eyes, because when you don't look at them in the eyes, it means that you are not saying the truth. That is American culture. When somebody is talking to you, you have to look the person in the eyes before you answer the question. Okay, or as they are talking to you, you should also be looking at them in their eyes so that you maintain some kind of eye contact. We call it here eye contact. You have to be looking at somebody who is talking, because that is the way that you are comprehending the information. All right. Okay, so what are some of the mistakes that people do while they're there for interview? Number one mistake that a lot of people often do is that they go there, they are not prepared. They know that they have filled the visa application, and then they have a copy on them. They just don't even bother to look at what is in that application before they even go to the interview again. Say you probably did it like a month ago or like 3 weeks ago. Now is the time to go for the embassy. Now you don't have any information in your brain as to, or you are not even conscious of what is inside the application anymore. Now it is the eve. You get ready with your clothes and everything, but now you don't know what question they're going to ask you in order to prepare. That is not a proper way to 1 second, guys. Okay, so you don't prepare before you go. Now you just believe that, oh, you are just going to stand there because you have a lot of documents that you're going to show them, and now they're going to give you a visa. That doesn't work like that. Okay, you actually have to prepare. So now, what are some of the questions you should be brainstorming in your brain? The kind of question that they might ask you as you go to bed while you are preparing to go for your interview the next day. So be consistent when they ask you questions. Okay. So if you give inconsistent answers that are going to be different from what is on the visa application, then they're not going to give you a visa because it doesn't look like you. Okay, remember that the visa application, somebody might have helped you to fill it up, and the information that is on it, they presume that it is your information. So if you now come in front of them and they're asking that same information that is on the form, remember that the form will be with them in the screen when you are standing in front of them. So if they didn't ask information that it is yours and it's on the form, but now you who is standing there cannot answer the same thing, then it means that you are not the one. That form don't belong to you, right? So that is why they prefer to actually interview people rather than dwelling on the form alone, or rather than dwelling on the documents that you must have brought in your bag. So the very first thing they would like to do is to interview you, because you alone is like your application, you alone is like your documents, you know. So it is only when they have asked you the questions and you have answered them in the way that is leading to a yes, before they can even bother themselves to ask you even a single document. Most of the times, if you are standing in front of them and you cannot answer a question, say if you are here watching me and you go for the interview, and if you don't answer a question that they think that they can give you a visa, they will never ask you for any document. So a lot of people will always come and say, you know what, immigration vibes, they just denied me a visa. They didn't ask me any document. So I would laugh, because I know that they are ignorant. If I already know that you are not even qualified because you didn't answer my question, which is the primary thing that I need to use to determine whether I should give you a visa or not, why should I be asking you for document? As if you give me the document, it would change the mind, it would change the answer that you have given for me to give you the visa. So you see why time is money. So there's no way somebody is gonna already know that they are gonna deny you something, they begin to waste time to ask you for document. It doesn't make sense for them, because remember, they have a lot of people that are working on time. So you should rather be, you yourself should rather make yourself to be your document, make yourself to be your visa application. Okay, so because you are standing there, it's a whole package, all these things belong to you, so you should be the one to defend yourself, defend that application, defend the documents that are in your bag. If they see that your question is getting to the direction where they will approve it, if you go to the interview, they start asking you document, be happy in your mind, because it is the right direction. They're dangling towards the right direction. But if the visa interview is getting to an end and they have not asked you any document, then in your mind, just begin to know that things are not working good. Things are not working in your direction, okay? I'm sorry to say that. I know it's painful, but I just need to tell you guys the truth, okay? You guys shouldn't actually give you guys wrong information, and then one day you don't practice it and then you don't get a visa. But that is the honest truth. If they're not going to give you a visa, they are not going to ask you a document. If you see that they start asking you a document, be happy in your mind. Know that they're dangling to a right direction. Okay, so now we're talking about some of the reasons why they can reject your visa interview. If you lie, okay? If you lie. So say on your visa application, you have information there that it was not true. And then now they ask you, then you are standing in front of them, they ask you a question, then you answer it in a different way too. Or before you can, or they have a way, especially bank statement. A lot of people fabricate bank statement and then they come to the embassy, and then when they're standing there, the embassy have a way to know, like they have access to the bank statement, or they can call the bank, or they can check it online. And then the people now don't know, maybe they did the application like a week ago, they just like, man, what is your income? You put the amount that does not exist on the form, or they ask you who is going to sponsor your trip. You put somebody's name in there. Then when you are standing in front of them, they ask you who is going to sponsor your trip. You call somebody else because you have forgotten that that's what you put on the form. Now you complicate everything. Then the embassy will look at you to be somebody who lie. So through that one lie, they will not give you a visa, even though it's only one. Okay, they will not give you a visa. So if you also if you are unable to convince the officer that you are going to go back to your home country, remember that if you are traveling to the United States as a visitor, as a student, for a conference, for graduation, you have to prove that you will return to your home country. So if you are unable to prove that you return to your home country, either through a question that the officer has asked you, or voluntarily slide it in a way that they know, as the officer is touching papers or touching the screen, you just stand there and begin to talk after you have answered your question. You have to find a way to make them know that you go to your home country, okay? No matter what, before you go back, you have to find a way to make them know you are going to go to your home country. If you are unable to convince them, then they will not grant you a visa, because they're just going to presume that you will not go back if they give you a visa. So that is one of the reasons that your visa might be rejected, okay? So another way is another way that your visa might be rejected is that, let's say that you want to go to school, like the people that always carry documents. Okay, now you want to go to school, but now you don't know how to use your computer. You go now to a cyber cafe and ask somebody to help you book for a visa or fill you the visa application form. Okay, now you don't know you want to come to America, just like the people who are talking to me now that they want to come to America, but now they're asking for the easiest way. Okay, instead of asking for the easiest way, you are going to ask, what kind of visa should me to use to come to America? What kind of visa will be the best one for me? Not what kind of the easiest way. What kind of the visa will be the best one for me in my situation? What is your situation? My situation of I'm a student. My situation of I'm a business person. My situation of I'm a politician. My situation of I'm a mayor. My situation of I'm a senator. So immigration advice, what do you think? What kind of visa will suit me? What kind of visa do you think if I apply for, I will get a chance to be approved? Okay, now, just as I said that there are different types of US visa. Okay, if you are a professional in the field of, you have too much, you have like a degree in science, or you have a degree in, so you're a medical doctor. Now, I will tell you that, you know what, if I were you, the easiest visa will be apply for H-1B visa. Then any employer in the United States will hire you and they will sponsor you to the United States. Okay, but I cannot give that same advice to somebody who doesn't even have a first degree, you see. So you have to know the right type of visa to apply, that it will suit you or make the immigration officer to give you the visa. Okay, so you can, if you are coming to visit, you cannot go and start applying for a student visa. If you are coming for school, you cannot go and start applying for a visitor visa. Okay, so these are the differences that people first of all make on the form that will make them rejected, because the very first place, I think the second question on the form says, what is your purpose of traveling to the United States? So you have to put that purpose there first before you even start filling the rest of the visa application. So if you go and put a wrong purpose there, and it means that the whole application is not good, because when you book for the appointment, they're going to be interviewing you on that wrong purpose. Meanwhile, in your mind, you are thinking that you are going to do something else. So the starting point is, first of all, evaluating yourself, knowing your capability, knowing the different types of visas, knowing which type will be good for you based on your educational level, based on your marital status, based on your career, and based on your finances. Again, there are some visas that will need more money for you to come to the US. So that is another thing. If you go and apply for a student visa that need more money, it is going to be different from somebody applying to come here for a conference that need less money, or applying to come and visit that maybe the family member might sponsor that person. So it is, there are different types. So that is another thing. If you go and apply for a wrong type of visa, then you are not going to be granted, because the officers are going to be interviewing you on what they see on the paper and not what you are standing there to talk. If you put a different type of visa on the paper and now you come there, they ask you, if, ma'am, are you going for a conference? Oh no, yeah, I'm going to visit my sister in the United States. But meanwhile, on the form, you said you were going for the conference. Now we'll start asking you. You are standing there. We'll ask you for an invitation letter from your sister. You don't have it. Okay, now because we have prepared for you that you are coming to go for a conference. Now ask you, have you reserved your hotel? If you have not reserved your hotel because you know you're going to sleep with your sister, but because in your mind you are going to visit your sister and you're going to sleep there. So now, but I know that you are coming to go for a conference and you need to show me where you're going to sleep, because that conference is not the same state where your sister is. You see, the conference is not in the same state that your sister is. So it's not that you mix up your brain. You have something in mind, the officer has something in mind. Based on that, your visa will be rejected, okay? It means that you are not ready. You don't even know where you are going again, all right? Okay, so let me see those who have been, I go to America. Let me see those who have been asking questions. If there's some questions, thank you so much. I'm from Benin, Africa. Okay. In Grace, welcome. Bangladesh, welcome. Thai. Himet, welcome. If you were given a visa and didn't use it, can it be given again now that I want to travel? Beth Swana, welcome. Please share the video. Continue to share the video. Okay, so if you have been issued a visa, right? Visas have expiration dates. So, for example, if you are going to school and you are given a visa, they give you on that visa there's a limit. There's a certain time that you need to travel. If you don't travel within that time, that visa get expired. Okay, it get expired. So, if, for example, depending on the type of visa, if you are given a student visa because you wanted to go to school in September. Now you didn't go, school has started, you didn't travel with that visa. Okay, now you cannot use that visa again in October to say you want to travel because you have the visa. Now they will not allow you because school has started and that visa is that's no longer a school visa because you didn't go to school with. So you cannot use that visa in future to travel anywhere again. Okay, if you are given say a conference visa, the same thing. If a conference has already passed and you have a visa, you can no longer use it because even you travel with it at the airport, they will not allow you to go in because there's no longer a conference. So where are you going? So you see, different type of visa you have in your passport. It's American visa, but the purpose again is the problem. The purpose is the problem. If you're going for tourism and you say you want to travel, there's a certain time, maybe they always give, I think like up to 3 months or something. Yeah, up to that time. If you don't travel, that's for like tourists. If you don't travel, okay, the visa has expiration date. Then they also, if you are going for, let's say, DV lottery, there's also time there. Any visa they give you, they will write, the person who's asking this visa, on the visa stamp, there's a date on that stamp of expiration date, okay? So you can check. You can open your passport and check the expiration date of the visa, right? Yeah, so the DV lottery also has a time when you win to process your documents and also the time to come to the United States. After that, you cannot, after a certain period, you cannot use it. So that's a good question. The fact that you have a US visa in your passport, it doesn't mean that you can stay as you want. Anytime you want to go to America, then you want to use it. No, it depends, okay? I get married. I get many questions to ask. See you anyway. Musa from Musa. You can ask a question. I'm here to answer questions that I cannot be answering behind the scene. Okay, I don't want to be texting or talking to people I don't know. So I prefer to come live and for you guys to ask a question. Say, please, on your profession, on your passport, has it any advantage of you? Are you going for a conference? Yes. If, for example, if you are a professional, on your passport, they ask you, what is your profession? You say you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are this. Yeah. And you are going for a doctor's conference, you are going for a lawyer's conference. Yes. You look like, and that's a profession. That's proof. That's like evidence. Okay? It has an advantage. Okay? It has an advantage because once at that point they will not be asking, because on the visa application itself it asks your profession there. Okay, so once you have already put the profession, and then at the interview, as you are standing there, the officer that is asking you questions know exactly who you are. Okay, that the officer knows exactly who you are. That's going to prompt the officer to ask you questions. So if you say you are going for a doctor's conference, a lawyer's conference, an accounting conference, and you are standing there, you are an accountant, right? They know that on the visa application you put there that you are an accountant. In your passport, professionally, you are an accountant. That's evidence, right? So now you are going to where? An accountant conference. So therefore, you are a real professional in that field. You probably need that knowledge to go and to enhance your skills at work or in business or something. That is an advantage for you. Unlike somebody who want to go for someone who's not a lawyer want to go for a lawyer's conference, and then in the passport it says the person is a taxi driver or the person is something. So now it doesn't even match. So those are some of the small mistakes that people make at the interview that cause them denial, and they don't know. When you are applying for something that you don't fit in, that they'll look at you personally, physically, as you are standing in front of them, you don't look like that career. They're not going to give you, because remember that they don't say it's seen. This game is everything is on the table. Okay, your appearance, whether you look professionally or not, to match with what you are put in your application, the way you speak, especially your English, also matters. Okay, remember, they don't speak anything in America. The official language in America is English. So if you are claiming that you are coming for school and you are coming to study, every school here is in English. You are coming for school in America and you are standing there, they're asking you a question. Only the way you even speak your English shows that you are not going to pass one test in class. How are you going to know? So they will know, right there they judge you for everything. It means that you are already showing weakness. You're already showing weakness. Or you stand there, papers are falling apart the whole hall. You cannot even organize your files. When they ask you something, you are scratching papers for 5 minutes. You can't find a document. So everything's on the table about you. So you have to be careful when you are selecting a career, okay? And then when they ask you, say you are a lawyer, they ask you certain things about that career. You don't know, but you want to go somewhere for that. It also says a lot. Okay, good evening, my sister. How are you? Courageous for the work you do. Live salute from German chat. Thank you, my dear Chazili. How are you doing? Another question is that if your profession is commercial agent, what type of conference can one apply? Commercial agent, what is that? They don't have a commercial agent. My friend, rephrase it again. You have to go with a profession that is a bit. I want to come there. Anyone help? You have to apply for a visa. Anybody who want to come to America must apply for a visa, because you cannot enter your car and drive here. It will take maybe some 100 years. There's no road anywhere because of seas. You cannot drive. So yeah, so if you want to, you have to choose a career. That's why people have to go to school. If you want to come to America, be educated. That's the very first thing. If you are educated, it is easy for you to match a career that you now that we have known all this, if you have a child that you want that the child should come to America in future, it is now that you start looking like the list of those documents, the list of the careers that are pasted on my platform about H1B, that they can use that to get a job straight from your home country to America. So if I were a mother or a father there, if I were you, I will use that list and explore. If I want my child to go to school, I will shape my child's future to study that kind of a thing, so that when the time comes, that child can use it to come here like a conference, that child can use it to come here through a job, or that child can also come here when there's time, or through any other way, and they will have a very good career or have a very good job. Okay, so that is the way you should look at. So for those who it deals with sales, or you mean like a sale, yeah, you can. If you have, it's not like if you have a degree that can back that. Yes, if you have a degree that can back that kind of deals, whatever, that kind of sales job, that's fine. Or if you are advanced level and you have a certificate or whatever, fine. So long as you can find that conference and see too, because it depends. Yeah, there are sales conferences everywhere. So you have to define it in the way that the American will know the English and know what it means. So here we call it sales. We don't call it commercial agent. We call it sales job, okay? Okay. Commercial agent deals with sales. Okay, yeah. No problem. Yeah, you can see conferences like that. You just need to Google them. Okay? You don't need to Google them. Please contact me on WhatsApp. I'm from Morocco. Good job. I'll contact you, okay? I've said people want to reach out to me, they have to go subscribe. What is the person's name? Nabil. Nabil, I don't call people. You can call me, okay? You can call me if you subscribe. For those who are coming new, I think some people are coming in the middle. So if you want to reach out to me, there's a link there that says subscription. Please, you can subscribe for $4.99. That's the only time that I can pick your phone call, or that's the only time that I can reply to your message, or that is the only time that I can answer your email, okay? So apart from that, I don't pick calls. Yeah, Precious, I will contact him. You guys are so interesting. Somebody just asked me to contact him and give a phone number. That is so funny. Okay, so continue to ask your questions. I was given a visitor's visa and it expired. Okay, so you have to reapply it again. Swana, you have to reapply. Okay, so the visitor, if it's expired, you can still reapply on the same purpose, or if you have another purpose, fine. And then you also probably have a reason why you didn't have to travel in your mind before you go for the second one. Okay, because they might ask you. Well, that's a chance that they could have given somebody else. Okay. Kambis, I live in Afghanistan. Welcome, my dear. Did I miss any question? So those who have questions, ask them, because if you come to my inbox and begin to write them, there's no way I'll go and sit down and answer 500 questions, okay? After my life, there's just no way I can do that. So you can feel free to ask your questions as you like right here for free. Yeah. If I miss any question and you feel that your question was so important, okay, I saw one. Can one have both F1 and B2 visa booked same year in different months? Same year in different months. You can only have one at a time, okay? If you want to come here as a F1, you also have to go through an F1 visa separately and show how you're going to pay, get admission for school, and then get the money that you're going to pay the school, show the money you're going to pay. That's how you will get F1. And then if you want to get a B2, you also have different requirements, as you said before. So if you come, okay, remember, visitor visa, you are going to come here for a short period and you go back, okay? So if you already show that you are going to go for a short period and go back, F1 means that you are not coming for a short period and go back. You are coming to study, maybe a master's degree that is going to be 2 years, or after masters you can decide to go for a PhD. So that is, even though they will give you, they always give that kind of visa, they don't put any date that you should return. So they will put it that until the day that you finish school. That's how they give the visa. Okay, student visa, they don't put any date for you to come back. They will put a duration of studies, which means that until you finish the school that you have gone to study, that is when you will come back. And because each time that you are not in school in the United States, so don't say, how would they know that I'm done with school? Because as you are here in school, they have to be reporting to immigration that you are in school. If you miss school for 1 week, 2 weeks, they're going to report to immigration that you are not in school. So they will know. So the day you also graduate from school, they're also going to make immigration know that you have graduated. So which means that there's no way you can say, oh, I didn't go back on time because I didn't graduate. They will know. So the day that you graduate, the school immigration will give you, depending on the kind of course that you came here to study, they will give you 1 year, we call it OPT, to work and get some experience before you go back to your home country. So after that work, there's a particular period that you must go. If you don't go to your home country after that period, then it is considered that you have violated your F1 status, which means that if you happen to go back to your home country, then they might never give you a visa to come back to America, okay? Or if you decide to stay in America, you think that you're going to change your status, then when you want to change your status through another way, then they're going to give you some kind of penalty for overstaying in America more than the time that you're supposed to return. In some cases, you might not even, just because of that, you might not even have a way to also change your status to another thing. Even you have the means or you are opportune to get to change your status, but just the fact that you overstayed your visa while you're in the United States, you didn't go back after school, becomes a problem, okay? And then in some cases, depending on the state, when the school reports that you are not in school, you have done everything, then they can look for you too, because remember that they have all your address in the system. You have to be updating wherever you are. They know where you are, they know your names. So sometimes they might go and look for you, okay, and send you back. So in those cases, that's how you see sometimes some people are unlucky. They don't see them, but some people are not lucky. They will actually send officers to go and look for the students who are here and they're not in school and they have stayed here for a long time. They violated the terms of the visa. They look for them and ask them to go, okay? So everything is on the table, everything. All right, my friends. Okay, so the person who is asking the question about, you can apply for both differently, but remember that if you apply for B2, you said, so can one have both F1 and B2 visa booked same year in different months? Yes, for example, but now remember that if you book let's say you book in April B2 and then they give you cannot be again available in your country in June to be asking for student visa. That's impossible, except that you were denied B2 in April and then in June, yes, you can apply for a student visa and still go, okay? Because if you apply for one and they cannot give you both, okay? And even as I said before, if you have B2 visa and you come to America, you cannot just use that same visa to go to school, no, or you cannot use that visa to work, no, unless you change your status, okay? If you want to go to school, you apply for student visa. You want to come visit, you apply for visitor visa. Ask your questions. Ask questions. Mohammed, I mean, you are interested. What do you want me to do for you since you are interested? Good evening. Teila, welcome. You guys are interesting. You guys are interesting. Musa Kone, how are you? Himate, where are you? How are you? I want to find a way to get visa to relocate to the United States. Mary Fida, good job. Go and watch my videos and you will see so many ways that you can pick one of them that matches your intention to travel. Okay, the people should ask questions. Let me answer them. Oh, okay. When they give you multiple entrance, multiple visa, right? It means that when they grant you multiple entrance at the embassy for US visa, it means that when you travel to the airport, right? So they give that visa. Normally they give it at the embassy. Okay, now when you use that visa to travel and when you arrive at the airport is gonna stamp your passport again with the number of months that they want you to be in the United States. The airport say they give some people like 10 years, multiple entrance. So the airport is not gonna stamp your visa that you should stay in America for 10 years or you should stay in America for 5 months, or especially visitor visa. They give multiple entry. The embassy is not gonna. The airport is not gonna stamp your visa to stay here for 1 year. It will never. Okay. So remember that they can give you anything at the embassy. This is very important. The embassy will interview you based on the purpose of your travel. The embassy is going to put the number of months or the time that you should stay in the United States. Okay, that boils down again to the same thing I keep saying here, that having a US visa is not a guarantee that they will allow you to enter the United States. Okay, so now if they have given you that visa at the airport, at the embassy, now you travel to the airport, the immigration officer is still going to give you a semi-interview. After that semi-interview, man, what is your purpose here? At that time, you'll be here because they are seeing America through the glass door outside. Man, what is your purpose here? I'm here for tourism. I'm here for visiting. I'm here for student. I'm here for graduation. I'm here for a wedding. Okay, so the officer is going to use his or her judgment to put the number of months that they want you to be here based on your activities that you are coming to do here, based on the purpose that you are here, not based on the 10 years that the embassy gave you. Did you hear that? So everybody open your ears and listen. They are going to give you the few more. For example, if you are coming for a conference, the embassy is not going to go crazy to give you 6 months in your passport to stay here for a conference. The airport. Okay, they're not going to put that in your passport. That's true. So depending on your purpose here, as they ask you the questions at the airport, you will answer them. They're going to stamp your passport with the time that they want you to stay and go back. Okay, Precious. Now coming back to you, when that time comes, even though in your passport you have 10 years US visa, when that time comes that the time that the airport gave you to stay in America, you have to leave. Even though in your passport the embassy gave you 10 years or 5 years or 1 year, when that time comes that the airport gave you, that is the respectful time. That is the time that you have to look at. You must leave. And if you don't leave after that time, you still like 1 day over. Now they begin to charge you in the system. You are now like you have violated your visitor visa, and whenever you go back to your home country, you will never get a visitor visa to come back here again, even though you have a 10 years. Remember, did you hear that? Even though you have, the embassy gave you a 10-year visa, and now you came to America and reach at the airport, they stamp 3 months in your passport. And usually, even though, let's say you are coming for a conference for 1 week, you come to they gave you at the airport, the embassy gave you 6 months. You reach at the airport give you 3 months, right? Okay, that 3 months is just a trap. Okay, now since you say you are coming for a conference, and then you can visit some few family members maybe for 1 week or 2. Now they gave you that the airport stamp 3 months in your passport. If you dare stay here for the 3 months that they've given you, then it means that that conference that you claim that you were coming just for is lie, you know. But if you stay for 2 weeks, it is reasonable. You go back. You can still come back again with no problem. But if you stay for 3 months and you claim that you are coming for a conference, and remember what you said at the embassy, that you are a teacher, you are a mom, you are keeping children just to rush to the conference and you are back. But now you are, because they gave you 6 months as a test, now you are in America for 6 months or 3 months, you see? So do you think that next time when you go back, next time you go to ask for a visa, they will easily give you? You are not, you know, they don't trust you. You know, they don't trust you anymore. So, okay, now, multiple visas. So, if you come now, they give you 1 year at the embassy. You come to the airport in America, they give you 3 months. You have to leave after that 3 months. And don't leave on the same day that will match 3 months. And don't leave 1 day after the 3 months. You have to leave like some few days before that time. Okay? Next time, you can still come as many times as you want. So long as you are maintaining the time that they want you to leave. Okay? That's, I think I'll answer your question. So, Pamela, welcome. So multiple entries don't mean that you have to come here and stay until that time. No. You have to maintain, you have to obey the rules and regulations at the airport that they give you. Am I tired? All right. So are there other questions? Please, ma, how questions they will ask for tourist visa question interview? Okay, so it depends on your purpose of traveling. It depends on the purpose of traveling. If you are coming to America for say tourism or whatever, for you say tourism, right? If you are coming to tour America, then you know exactly where you are going. They will ask you a question. They can ask you the first question. They must ask you a question. Nobody ever goes to the embassy without them asking the question. Have that behind your mind, okay? Nobody ever go to the embassy without them asking question. So they'll ask you the first question about where are you going. That question is always there because they want to know. They want you to tell them everything about your plan in America. So they'll ask you where are you going. So it depends on it depends on how you answer the question that will make them ask you the second one. Okay? It depends on how you answer it that will determine whether they should ask you the second question or the third question. Alright? So in some cases, if you answer the first question correctly and they're really leading to giving you the visa, they might not even ask you. The second one would be like, let me see your bank statement, or let me have or who is going to sponsor you. You understand? So, and then for some people like students, they ask a little bit more, like 2 or 3. But for visitors, they can ask you 1, 2, 3 questions and minimum. Okay? So go in there with the mind that they can ask you up to 3 questions. And if you are that kind of person that answer question in 1 word, then that will be prompting the officer to keep repeating or dragging information out of your mind. Then that's where it goes to number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay? Because the poor officer is trying to figure out to drag questions, drag answers in your mind in order to make a determination. So if you're that kind of a person, then that's when it's going to go to 2, 3. But if you are a well-prepared person and you know you're going for an interview, they say, man, where are you going to? Okay, don't say I'm going to America, you know. So now the officer is going to, that's 1 question. The officer is going to follow up with number 2 question. Who are you going to see, or what are you going to do there? So that makes it 2, right? because you open the door now for the officer to be asking you money, and then you say, I'm going to see my sister. Meanwhile, you are going for a graduation, you know, and then meanwhile, you have time that you want to stay in America to go back. So why don't you just tell the officer during the first question, ma'am, where are you going to? I'm going to visit my sister in America because she's graduating from medical school, and I will be there for 2 weeks, and I've reserved my return ticket, and I'll be going back to meet my young children who are home. So why should I ask you a question, the second question? No, why? I don't have time when I have other people. So that alone will make me use this information to either give you a visa or not, because that information you have just given to me matches with your visa application that is standing in front of me. See? So I don't have time. Instead, the second question I should be asking you is, can I see your bank statement? Because I want to match that money that you put on the form with the one that with your mouth to see whether it's going to match, or whether you even have money on you, because everything about America is money. If you don't have money, don't come here. You cannot even come here, because in America you have to use money for everything, even to buy a water to drink. There's no free tap. You have to get money. Okay, so, and they don't want people to come here and be a burden to the people who are inviting them, and be a burden to the government. So that is how they are so serious about knowing that you should have your own money to come and spend. And remember that this is business too. So giving visa to rich people to come to America means they have to spend the dollars here. They have to bring that money from their own country and come and double to the one here and make their country rich. So that's why it's America, you see. So if we were the one, will you be carrying poor people and sending to your country that instead come consume your government? You want rich people to bring money, you know, bring money. So that's so you guys should really know this money part about them. They're excited when people they're excited to give visa when people have money. Okay, they're very excited to give visa when they have money. When you are very poor, their chances are like you have much money, and they know that you look like that kind of person who will come before you leave from America. Most people who come here, before they go home, they will ship, like they will buy like suitcases of clothes, you know, washes, makeup, like women. They will buy like hair. They always like to shop American stuff, you know. So even you come here with your money, there's no way you're gonna tie your heart and say, no, I'm not gonna spend this money. I want to carry it back to my home country. You'll be tempted. You spend it, so they know. So that's why before they even give you a visa, they want to make sure this person has money that is going to actually spend in their country. Don't send poor people here who are not going to spend. They don't have money to spend. So I hope I answer your question. So is it somewhere who asked the question? If they ask you a question, so just say it in a complete sentence, okay? So that it will communicate to the officer exactly what you know, what you mean. So that way it will avoid the officer to ask you many questions, all right? All right, Ranjan, welcome. Lillian, can I join my overseas hobby immediately after my wedding? If yes, what can visa If yes, what can visa do I need? Lillian, Ifoma, it sounds like a Nigerian. Welcome. When you say overseas, what do you mean by overseas? I'm only here for America, nothing else. So reframe your question. If your husband is living in America, tell your husband to go and meet immigration lawyer in the city or the town that the person is living, and tell immigration lawyer that he wants to bring the wife to America. It's a long story there and a lot of money. So immigration lawyer is gonna do the application. Is gonna be a marriage application. So you guys have gotten married. It's gonna be an immigrant visa. So immigrant visa means that they have to file for you a green card. Everything you come like with the green card. So that kind of a visa is supposed to be handled in America, and then you will only have to go to the interview in your country, but it is your husband that is first of all gonna fight, establish the fact that you are the wife and prove it. American government will say yes and they approve it, and then they will give him, they'll ask him now to do the second step to apply for a green card for you. Okay, so it is something that your husband who live in America must go and see a lawyer to help him to do it, and tell your husband not to try to do it himself. Anyway, he might not even try to do it because right here it shows that the husband is ignorant about the process. So that is the only way I can help you. So it is called immigrant visa. So your husband has to go and meet a lawyer. Okay, in America, that is how we do things. People want to do visa like what I'm telling you guys. Anything here, you have to go to the appropriate professionals to do the thing for you, because if you do it by yourself or somebody help you who is not a professional, they're not going to do the right thing and you might get in trouble because you're going to be rejected and you're going to repeat it again and pay a lot of money. Okay, so can I change B1 visa to work visa? Why I didn't find work? B1 visa to work visa. B1 visa is a business visa. So why will you not find? Why are you talking about why you didn't find work? Anyway, if you come here for business, it is different from if you are coming here for business, it's different from coming here for work. Okay, so as I said, if you want to change, you have to change status. So depending on what kind of status you change it, if you are lucky to change it, fine. But you cannot if you want to change for work, you have to find a job and be offered a job before you can change it. If you can find it, fine. If you cannot find it, then it's difficult. So if you have B1 visa and you are in America and then you want to change it for work, you have to go online. Remember, jobs in America are only online. There's no way you can have a job in America if you don't go to search online. There's no store for jobs here. So you have to go shop, and if you have an employer and you are qualified, which is a little bit different and difficult because you just came, you don't even have skills. Probably don't even know how to speak good English. You don't even know how to use computers. So it's a little bit challenging. Okay, it's going to be a little bit challenging, but if you can find it, fine. Now, if you find an employer to change your status, that is good. Okay, that's okay. Then somebody is asking, if I'm going for my F1 interview, do I need to have my flight information as part of my document? Well, it is not a requirement, but it's something to show how ready you are. Okay, it's not a real ratty. It is not a requirement, but it is, for example, they can ask you a question: what preparation have you made? So this is where this kind of documents are handy, or that shows how serious, and also to show, let's say school is starting next month and now you are really ready. You know that to book a ticket immediately is expensive. Okay, for somebody to know somebody who is actually going for a serious business, it means the person has done preparation. Now, what kind of preparation have you done? If the embassy asks you, what plans have you made? Because this is a possible question. Okay, they want to know how prepared you are. They want to know how serious you are. They want to know how focused you are. They want to know whether you actually have a purpose of even going to where you are talking about. So this is where you say, yes, what plans have you made? Oh yeah, I have my airline reservation here, because remember, there's a day that I must report in school. So I didn't want to miss out. For really reserve my ticket so that it will be cheaper too. You know, that alone is a plus. It's just, you know, when you try to get something, you are looking for possible things that can enhance you getting that thing with ease. Okay, so you are looking for anything that can increase your chances of getting the visa. Everything's on the table. So if you have a way to reserve, you don't need to pay. Remember, if you have a way to reserve an airline ticket with a possible date, right? take it there, because they might ask you. Even though they don't ask you, say yes. And when I've already made my plans to leave on so day, because I have to report to school on so day and so time, and I have reserved my airline ticket to leave on this day. I remember F1 student, we need to buy only one-way airline ticket. Okay, I posted it this morning on my page. You have to buy only one-way airline, because you are going to school and you don't know the date that you are going to finish the school. You might finish, maybe you have to do OPT, or they might cancel school for snow and then add some days, that 1 week that you didn't know about from the beginning. So that will be challenging. So for that, you don't need to buy two-way ticket if you're coming to America as a student. Okay, you have to buy only one way. The day you are going back to your country, maybe after 2 years or 3 years, then you can buy another ticket. Okay, please continue to share the video. Did I answer your question, my friend? Yeah. Riti, did I answer your question? Let me know. Whis, how are you? Yes, Precious, is really an eye-opener concerning multiple entrance. Yeah, a lot of people, they have this very visa, multiple visa. People have gotten their luck and gotten the multiple visa. They screw it up because they didn't know that they have to go back and be coming. Some people just take it and want to stay here for a long time. They're in the middle of it, they happen to leave, and then once they want to come back here, then the officer will say, no, you can't get in because of that. Now they don't know what to do. You see, you have a good thing, but the way you handle it is bad. So that's why consultation is very good when you are in doubt of anything. Okay. Yeah, so again, for those who are in different countries, yeah, I know that like in our country, a lot of different countries, the lawyers, they don't do because immigration law is like is law in America, right? So lawyers in other countries have no clue about it. Get it like that. So they have no knowledge about it, except those who probably can come here and learn it, or they learn it through some other way, okay, to cancel their clients. So for those of you who want to travel and you don't have somebody to answer your questions or somebody to cancel you, you have to look online for like people like us, or you have to look Google, or you have to, because people in your country will have no clue because they don't go to school for that. Okay, in America, people actually go to school and specialize in that, and so they have the knowledge to give you. So you can consult any lawyer in America online and pay. If you're in a country where you have a card to pay, that's fine. Online, they can cancel you, they can give you more questions, they can prep you for the visa. Okay, so that is the only way that you can increase your chances. Otherwise, if you want to go say you want to go consult to a lawyer in your country, they might not have time to go and read, or they have no clue to tell you exactly how it looks like or what kind of preparation you should do. All right, because they themselves, in most cases, they also try to come here and they're also consulting people like us, which shows that they are actually ignorant too, you know. So it will be needless for you to go and even be wasting your time to go and consult a lawyer in your country. So when I ask you to go and consult a lawyer, I mean the US lawyer, not your country lawyer. Okay. Okay, so okay, I'm trying to catch one question. Ma'am, I have a petition. Okay. Ali, welcome. Ma'am, I have a petition. I-130. Can you tell me is real or fake? Woo! You guys are killing me. Amanda will give you a petition and I don't see the paper. A petition. Who did it for you, Ali? A petition, yes. There's a petition called I-120, and that is the only application if you want to take your husband, your wife, your children, your parents to America. That's the petition that you file. So the whosoever is filing for you, I don't know, but there's a petition like that. So whenever the petition, that application, the U.S. government has to approve it. It means that you are trying. That petition is just basically talking about you who is here in America, and you want to bring, say, your parents, your wife, your husband, your children. This petition is just establishing your relationship with that person, okay? On that application, they have information about you and the person that you are trying to bring. For example, if you are trying to bring a wife, they will ask you documents about marriage certificate, about where you got married, about the date you got married, about who was present, about who knows that this marriage is actually true, not manufactured. You know, so these are the this is the kind of information that is on that form. So once you have established that, yes, this person is my actual wife, this person is my actual husband, then that's when the government will approve it, and they'll approve the I-130, and then I ask the person now to file for you a green card. Okay, so it is an actual petition, but I don't know who petitioned for you, and and this petition, you cannot use it to petition to apply for your uncle. You cannot use this petition to apply for your auntie. You cannot use it for your nephews. You cannot use it for your nieces, but you can use it for your brothers and sisters. Okay, I hope I answered your question, my dear. Okay, reality. My case is I have already booked my B1, B2 appointment, and the date is October 2024. After which I now want to book for my F1 interview. That needs to be earlier than the B1, B2 date. Now I want to know. Let me see what you want to know. I can't. That is too long. I can't see the rest of the. I want to know. There are two questions from the same person. 1 second, guys. Who is this person? Have you even shared? Please, those who are asking questions and they are not shared, they are not giving me love and light, I'm not going to be answering them, okay? Reality. You are asking a lot of questions I have not even shared. Why should I even be bothering myself trying to please you with the answer? Those who are not sharing, I'm not going to be asking, I'm not going to be reading their questions. That's the only your only contribution that you can exchange for my expert knowledge. You cannot just come and be using me every day for free. You cannot just come and be tapping expert knowledge for free. You to give me something, right? I'm trying to read that guy's question, but it's too long and they're cutting it. Anyway, now I want to know what. I don't know. I can't see the rest of it because it's too long. Okay, now I want to know is it allowed, and what are the advantages or disadvantages? My goodness, you want me to be lectured? Anyway, if you are, I don't see why you are going to America on two purposes. Okay, that's already a red flag there. If you have booked for an interview in October, right, and you said what interview? B1, B2, you are going to visit some people there. So now it means you already, you see, you can, even if you go and book the second one, it shows that like the F1 is a lot. You probably not get it because you already booked a visitor's visa to go and visit America. Okay, now because you happen to get a date further, now you are trying to use the student one earlier so that they can give you an appointment. Okay, now they'll begin to ask yourself, if you wanted to go to school, why did you not apply for school first? Which means that if they had given you an earlier date for the B1, B2, you're going to remain in America. So you have family there. You already have something to do with America, that you are not looking for any means to go there. So with that impression, they will presume you to be that kind of person that want to enter America by fire, by force. Whether you're now looking for different means. You understand? So you rather wait for your B1, B2 visa for whatever purpose that you wanted to go, according to me, or you cancel it. And if you really, but you can't get two, forget, nobody's going to give you both visas. Okay, so if you cherish that you want the student visa first, then go and cancel the other one and rebook your student visa. And you are booking the student visa, have you gotten admission in any school? Have you applied for a school and gotten admission, and you have the I-120 that you want to use to book for the F1? If yes, then cancel one and book the one you want. But you can't have two, my friend. You can't have two, okay? Because even you cancel now, and that impression that you already booked for this thing, it will make you not to be able to answer the question, because now there's a trick that you have family there. Because B2, B1, except you are going there for visitor visa to go and be, you don't know anybody, you have your money, nobody was sponsoring you. Because from my understanding, B1, B2 means somebody was sponsoring you to go there for a visit, okay? Now you have family there. Now because it's taking too much time, October, you know, school starts in September, so you are now trying to make tricks to book, to use student one, because they will give you an earlier date because school starts in September. Is that the gymnastic? We know that. So that's exactly how they're going to be looking at it, okay? Because how will somebody, and visa slots are expensive, they're not easy to get. So why would somebody already struggle and get one and want to change? Okay, let me read other people's comment. I saw that you asked another one. Let me see what you will follow up with. Is it important to have proof of housing at the interview as F1 applicant, since some schools don't provide that information, especially if you need to be on campus before you have your house information? Whatever, my friend, you are not sharing anything. So before you ask any question anyway, I don't know which house information. Does it mean house in America or house what? It is important to have proof of housing at the interview as F1 applicant. Since some schools don't provide that information, especially if you need to be on campus before you have your house information. There's nothing like you need to be on campus before you have your house. Everything's on internet. If you're coming to America as a student, you need to know where you're going to stay. If you don't know where you're going to stay, you have to book for a hotel, come and sleep for 1 or 2, 3 nights, and then you get out there and look for your house to rent, okay? So you cannot be going to a place where you don't know where you are going to stay. If you are going to school, you at the interview, they ask you, because probably your admission package don't show that you are paid for housing, or you have no scholarship that is going to cover your housing. So at the interview, how, apart from showing that you are going to pay your tuition, how are you where are you going to stay? Even at the airport, I was asked that same question, okay? So even though you have gotten the visa at the airport, they won't allow you to get outside the glass door if they don't know where you're going, who is picking you up, where you're going to stay. And to the extent that I was even asked even the phone number of the person that is the school. So You have to get all this information. Yeah, that's why the people pay services, okay? The school is not going to babysit you. It's not a business. The school will only give you admission. So all these small things you have to pay somebody to explain to you and prepare you. You are lucky that you stumble on this platform. So go and watch my videos and learn a lot of sense for free, okay? So you are supposed to, because that's one of the things that might make you not even to get a visa, because you don't have anywhere to go and stay. And you have to provide that. You have to have proof of it and also know it in your mind before you go, because if you don't have it and then at the embassy they ask you what are you going to do, that will be the end of your visa. They will not give you again because you didn't prepare, because you have to do the preparation. Who's this? When it comes to duration of the visa, as well as Abdul is asking me, how long will it take to know about SIV case? It doesn't. The officers, they work according to the time that they have here, so nobody predict the timing. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't work with them to know the timing, those kind of cases. So please tell me about the SIV case. Why not answering? Who is it? Why not answer? Are you out of your mind? They didn't pay me. I have to answer questions according to how they came to my phone. Okay, my friend. Let me see if you are even sharing, so that I don't answer. Please tell me about it. Okay, so please tell me about the. Hello, miss. Please get up. What? This guy, I'm not even going to read your question anymore. I'm not even going to answer it. There are some 5 questions only from you alone, and you want me to answer them like as if you brought me to this page today. Can I change my data? Okay, please continue to ask your questions. Let's forget about the person distracting, okay? So these are the kind of people that will go to the interview, they will see their character on the face, and they will not be approved a visa. You see? So if you are rude to people, this is the same way you will be answering a question to the officer and you'll be twisting your face. I'm like, or the officer will be like, maybe you are not even understanding the English. Now you begin to make faces, not know that there are cameras, or not know that somebody's don't know that they have a way to spot you, okay? So good character pays off, okay? You have to be nice to people, no matter where you meet them. Laila, welcome back. I saw you the other day. Okay, ma'am. I have secured admission to one of the universities in the USA. Fortunately for me, I got a scholarship that covers some part of my tuition fees. Is there a chance for me to get my visa approved? Okay, John. Well, congratulations for the admission, and also congratulations for the scholarship. Yeah, they can, as I told you guys, the visa is not guaranteed, okay? John, I don't know what level of school that you got the admission. I don't know if it's undergrad or if it's a graduate school like a master's. It depends, okay? So now what happens is, it depends on how you're going to answer the questions that the officers are going to ask you. So go to my platform. You can play the videos that are there. You can watch them about student visas and how to answer questions. Prepare yourself very well. I think also make sure that you let them know that you have a scholarship, because if you don't let them know that you have a scholarship, they have no way to know and they don't have time. So you also have to make sure that you have, since the scholarship is partial, you have to get a bank statement that is going to cover the rest of the tuition, okay? So you cannot just rely on the scholarship, because they're going to ask you if the bank statement that's going to show money that's going to cover the rest. And how are you going to answer the question? You're going to say, oh yeah, well, any question that they ask you first, just say, I also have a scholarship of this amount of money, and I have my bank statement of the balance. Okay, these are easy things to do in your case. Okay, and also now you have to prove return. That's the only thing part that you have to play. You go to my YouTube or Facebook, Immigration Vibes, watch the video that say how to prove return to your home country. I'm not going to sit here and sing the whole song again to you guys, okay? Because my energy is precious. So you have to go and watch those proof of return, because they are very important. Without you proving to the embassy that you have to come back after school, they're not going to give you that visa. So that is the most important thing that you need to do, okay? And then look also for tips on how to dress and how to answer questions, and also documents that you need to carry along. So all these things, I've really threw them and put them on my platform. You guys go and use them for your benefit. I'm not going to sit here and be any topic that I've treated, I'm not going to come here and be repeating it, okay? Because I have so many things to share that as I've passed any topic, anybody that want information in that topic, on that topic, will have to go and watch videos, okay? In America, we deal with online studies, we deal with online, anything is internet that save time, you know. So you have to learn how to gain information within the shortest space of time and through different means without actually stressing yourself, okay? Wiz, hello, answer my question. Anybody who is asking me to answer my question, anybody that's asking me to answer questions is not good, okay? And you have not even shared Wiz. You have not even shared. So I'm not even gonna, even you have the question, I will not read it. I'm sorry. So you are asking me to answer a question. You come here to enjoy, but you cannot share. But you are asking me to, as if you brought me here. You guys are a little bit rude, my goodness. I will start blocking people who are rude on my platform. After this, when I go through, when I'm answering questions, and when I see this kind of question, I'm going to make sure that people never come back here. I'm going to block. Because very soon they will make my platform to be toxic, right? So when you ask questions, as I'm scrolling up and down, other people's questions come before you. I answer them according to how they ask. So people cannot be here for the whole, like 1 hour, and their questions are not yet answered. You just come for 1 second and you want your own to be answered in 2 minutes. So that is not how it works. I have to go, I have to scroll down according to how the questions come in, and be looking from the beginning to the end, unless I reach at the end before I see somebody's question to answer. So if your own is at the end, you have to wait until I reach there, okay, my friends? Okay, my best boss. I'm trying to, okay. This person called Reality. Let's talk about proof of bank statement. I have printed out my bank statement, which have been sent to the university for my I-130s. I will be going for my interview June, July. Now, do I need to have an updated statement printed again, or can I just hold the ones I already have at hand? I'm concerned about the date. Please help this matter. Let me see if I should answer you. I have recommendation letter but no HR letter, so I cannot receive HR because my manager is no longer what It's no longer. What should I do? Are you the person who didn't share and it asks you a question? Let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the person with the bank statement, the rules is that any bank statement that is more than 3 months is not a good bank statement. Okay, any bank statement that is more than 3 months old is not a good bank statement, because example, it doesn't reflect you. If you are working and putting money in a bank account and it has been 3 months, how do you know that money is still there without you using it? Okay, so the rule with the law is that you have the only accept bank statements that are less than 3 months old. So if you use a bank statement to apply for school and now you want to go to the embassy and they are old, you have to, if it's more than 3 months, then you need a new one, because again, bank statement, the reason why most people, like most students, they get rejected for bank statement is because you cannot tell me that you have a bank statement that it was 3 months ago, you never remove $1 from it. Then it looks like a fake one. Because if you have a bank, you have to put money in the bank every day and you have to take the money out to use it. So if you don't print new bank statement, it doesn't mean that the same money that was there 3 months ago is still the same money that is there now. Let me know in the comment section. So that is the problem with bank statement at the embassy. They want to see current, okay? Clean new bank statement that reflect exactly the balance in their bank account on that day, okay? So any old bank statement, it doesn't work out. So they want to see bank statement that they can go to the bank or they can call the bank on that day and they see exactly what you are saying that it is in the bank. And now, it is not just the bank statement amount. Some people are so funny, they think that they just want the amount. The reason why they want bank statement is because they want to see the transactions on it and the dates. So that is the problem. So if you just sit and want to open a bank account and borrow money somewhere and dump into a bank account, and then on that day you print it out, it doesn't work out. They will still know and they will not give you the visa because you don't have money truly. It's money you borrow from somebody and go and put it there, try to please the embassy, thinking that they're fools, and then to get a visa. They know those tricks. So you are not going to get it, okay? Because a bank statement, a good one, will show like how you go and put money every day, how you take money out every day, how you use the money. That is a good bank one. And the money is not always the same money since 2 months ago. That is not a good bank statement. So it is not the total of what is in the bank statement that you will show there. It is how you have been running that bank statement, okay? So I gave you guys tips long ago that if you are planning to come to America, the best thing to do is go and open a bank statement. Each time you have your salary, go and put all the salary inside and begin to remove one small money to use. And then every day you take another money, you go and put it there. Don't just take your salary and then maybe keep 50% in your pocket and go and put 50% in the bank. No, the better way, I'm giving you guys 1 million tip, is when you get your money that is big, dump everything inside and then go back now and withdraw what you want to use. If you're somebody who want to pay rent, go now and take out the money for rent or food. Don't just come and keep the money in your house and go and put only small that you want to stay in the bank statement because you are planning to come to America next year. They're cheating yourself, because now if you put only 50, they assume that you are earning only 50,000, only 50% of it. But what if you are dumping your 100%? Now they know that you are a good person, you are working, you have a good salary, that you are making money. You see? So you guys have to really know, go read the tips. Again, as I told you guys, that we don't give this kind of information to anybody here for free. And for lawyers who are out of the country, they don't know it. And you guys there's no school that they teach it apart from going through the big school, okay? So when you come here, I will tell you guys something. Just take it and be happy and run away with it, okay? So That is another way that you can. So the person asking about bank statement, yes, you have to get a new one. Is it advisable to use the same bank statement and use secure admission? I've just told you, if your admission was 2-3 months ago, we need bank statement now, okay? So it will not work. My friend, who is this? Is it the Abdul again? No, that's John. John, it will not work, okay? Let me see. Who is he asking me to answer a question? What is the question you're asking me to ask the guy who's Abdul? What is the question, my friend? I'm trying to find it. Let me see, man. Pull this thing closer to me. Sorry. Let me find the question, okay, my friend? I can't remember the question. I'm just trying to. Please, you guys should share the video. Let's get some more people so that we can talk to a group of people rather than talking to few people. Abdul, I don't see the question. You can answer it. You can ask the question again, okay? I don't know what question you're asking me to answer. All right. Nabi. Is it Nabi who's the person putting a phone number? I don't call people. Please. You guys are just making me laugh. Please answer my above question. If your fingers are hurting to time, then you probably don't need an answer, my friend. Honorable Prince Adekuna Moses. Welcome, my dear. Why the increment of visa fee every day? My friend, thank you for even reminding me to remind my followers about the increase again on April 1st. I have recommendation letter, but the company is... Oh, that's the question. I have recommendation letter, but the company is not reachable to give me... Okay. If you don't have HR letter, and then if the company is not reachable, it means that the company don't exist, my dear. So if the embassy want to reach them now and they cannot reach them, what do you think? Is it true company? And if it is true, and what kind of company will you be working with that they cannot reach you? If you yourself cannot reach, how would the embassy reach to find out what you are saying? Information letter, but the company is not reachable to give me HR letter. Are you still working with the company? If you are an employee somewhere and you are working with them, and are you working on the street? Is it not an office? It should be an office. Or if the manager, if the person is not there, then there must be an assistant. Any company, okay? So that's what they know about company in America. They know that it's not only one person working there. If the other person is not there, then the other person can give the... Yes, it's contract ink. Yes, it's contracting. Well, you have to... Yeah, if it's contract, that's the kind of company you want. You must provide that, otherwise there's no visa for you. So if you cannot provide that, then no visa, okay? Please, going for F1 only and going for F1, F2 at the same time. Which one is advisable? Going for F1 only and going for F1 plus F2. Well, see, reality, I don't know. You probably need consultation. Go and subscribe. Your questions are too much, because I cannot sit here and begin to tell you about everything. I told you guys, if you are going for school, you don't even know, you are the one talking about school and a room. You are going somewhere in a new country that you don't even know where to sleep. On what on earth will you be carrying a wife and children? You don't even have a bed. You don't have a room. You don't have nothing. So why would you want to carry F1, F2 yourself and your wife and your children, or yourself and your wife? You see, so you people are the kind of people that the embassy will not even want to see you guys there to give a visa. Because now, if you have a bank statement to show for the two people, or if you show the school that you want you have money to pay tuition, and now the school give you an admission letter, now you want to go to the embassy with all your family, you need to show another big bank statement that will sponsor all of you. Probably you will not have it. You understand? Because you both look at America. Let me tell you guys something about America. The thing is that nobody fit another person here. Okay, you are on your own. So the government will give you that visa. You come here. It is your responsibility to know where you are going to sleep. It is your responsibility to know what to eat, or where to get clothes, or money for anything. So there's nothing, and the way the country works, it's not like in your own country that you can wake up in the morning and see free food in your neighbor's house and you eat. You might never ever see your neighbor on face for the next 5 months or for a year. Your neighbor. You might never even know which country, because the neighbor is probably from another country too, just like you. So the highest thing you might see will be a car in front of that neighbor's house. But you don't know who drives that car. The neighbor don't know you. You don't know the neighbor. Okay? You've never met. And you don't know where the neighbor works. So it's not like in other countries where you can come. If you're hungry, you can just go to a neighbor's house and visit, and they can give you some free food to eat. Or you can come and say, you know what? I just came. I have not yet looked for my room. Please, can I sleep with you? It doesn't work like that. Okay? Nobody's going to even talk to you. You might even see somebody on the street and say, good morning. They will not answer you. Even still those their neighbor, you say, hi, good morning. The neighbor will not even look at your face. Okay? That's America to you. People are to themselves, and you go to open your door and you go to work, come back, open your door and enter and close it. And you close, you know how we close doors in America? You lock it, then you touch and make sure is it locked in the daytime. Okay? So that is how it is. So if you don't have any, if you're coming to a country for the first time, you don't know anybody, you don't even have a place to stay, don't carry a burden. You can come, and then when you have secured, then you can go bring the rest of the people, if at all you have the money. Because here, the way they talk about money is, they take your money and distribute to see. If you have $10, is this $10, if you want to divide it by 5 people, is it enough? If it's not enough to divide by 5 people, then you cannot bring somebody to add on that $10. So everything is about money. If you have a family at home and then you have only small money, you cannot be allowed to bring that person or that family, because you yourself don't even have enough for yourself according to the government and according to how the government income is distributed per head. Okay? So it's not like because you like your sister, you like your parents, you just want to bring them to America. No. Show us the money that you will bring and feed. The money is not even enough for you. Okay, probably it's not enough for you and your children and your wife. But you want to go bring somebody else. The government says, no, you are not capable. You understand? You can't bring the person here because your money is small. You know, you are in 1 bedroom or 2, but you want to bring somebody. You have children. Where is the child going to sleep? So that is the difference between America. Okay, so for the person asking for advice, which one is advisable? You first of all go to school and figure out where you're going to sleep and eat and how you're going to pay your tuition before you start carrying people. Because just there carrying them, you can go there, they will deny you the visa because they will look at your money, look at the people you want to carry, and look at that. How can a student in America, the worst one is, if you are coming to America for your first time to go to school, you are carrying children, they will not likely give you that visa. Why? Because how will you be a student yourself? You are waking up in the morning to go to school and you have a child. Who is going to be taking care of that child? No, it's not like at home that you can keep your neighbor. No neighbor will ever keep your child. No neighbor, they don't care. You will not even ever see any neighbor doing that. So how are you going to be keeping this child to go to school? And you don't have family members, are few, maybe in another state. So you see that school you are claiming that you are going is a trick. that you want to come stay here with your family. So nobody's going to give you a student visa based on that alone to start with, okay? Because it's a trick. You want to come stay. You are not actually a student, because if you are actually a student, you would think about how you are going to graduate or go to school and finish yourself, and how you are going to be dealing with a young small child, and the child must go to school too, because it will be probably like a 3 or 4 years, 5 years. You know, who's going to be dropping that child and picking while you are in school? So you know, like, so based on that, it's fake school you are talking about, not real. Okay. So people can ask your question, please, for those who have questions. Edgar, how are you? Yes, Lord. I mess up with my last question on my interview day. Does the consular have my sister's details about where she worked? I like you guys. You guys don't know America. I was asked the type of job my sister does in her place of work, and I didn't know. I decided not to lie, but I was refused in the process. Exactly. Is that sister your real sister? Okay, so this is the kind of preparation we're talking about. If your sister is inviting you, if your sister had written an invitation letter by a lawyer, and that letter should have contained the names of the sister, the job, and the address, okay? Now, you are going to know the type of job from that letter. You are going to know the address, and you are going to know how much money your sister made from that, okay? If you were going to visit your sister. So you cannot be calling somebody your sister, and you cannot be going to a place when you don't know these details about your sister. Not to talk of a job. If your sister is in America and you are talking to your sister every day, you are communicating. Your sister should know the kind of job that you do in America. You should know the kind of job that your sister, and your sister knowing that you are coming. I think the sister didn't use a lawyer, okay? And that's what I can say, because nobody will prepare this kind of case, because it's a simple something without knowing. No professional will do that. I believe your sister did it by herself, so that's the consequence, okay? Yes, if they ask you about the job and where she's working, right, and you didn't say nothing because you didn't want to lie, therefore it is documented that you don't know where you are going. You don't have enough information about your sister. So if you are going to go back there, that information is waiting, that denial reason is still in the system waiting for you next time, okay? So you screw up your first chance of getting the visa already. Yeah, so it's just that I didn't know. So it will not, since you didn't lie, that's okay. But the fact that you didn't know exactly what your sister is doing and so on, that alone shows the embassy that there's not a genuine relationship, or that you were not ready, you didn't prepare for the visa interview. We don't have USA embassy here in Afghanistan. How can I get a visa? I have not worked with any trips as well. Anyway, for those countries that don't have embassies, the US government has made it possible you can apply for a US visa in any country in the world. So for the Afghanistan people, look for the nearest country by you and go and apply there, okay? It doesn't matter the country that you go apply. It's still American embassy. So go to the nearest country that you know that you can get there without a visa, or you want to find a visa to get there before you ask the US visa, that's no problem. But make sure that you have a visa to go to that country then before you book your interview. So don't sit in your own country, in your home country, and book an interview in another country when you don't even have a visa to get into that country. Then on the day of the interview, now you cannot get a visa to go for your interview. What are you going to do? Problem right there, right? So I can't name these numbers. What do you want me to do with numbers? Okay. For those who are writing in another language, I will only translate it when I go off the phone. How can I get that? Who is this? I don't understand what you want to get. So WhatsApp. I don't give WhatsApp to people. My WhatsApp is on my phone, on my page, but nobody should call me unless you are a subscriber, okay? You call me, I'm not going to pick if I don't know, if me and you don't have any business. Yeah, I'm a disciplined person, so if you guys are dealing with me, you're going to learn how to be disciplined, okay? You're going to learn how to be disciplined. You don't pick and choose. All right, let me see how long I've been here. I've been here for 2 hours. I think I'm about to. If there are no more questions, then I can check out. My 2 hours have clocked sitting here, and nobody has given me stars. Nobody want to give me thumbs. How many thumbs up did they give me today? Few. You guys want me to be like answer questions. For those who are asking too many questions, send stars, okay? Next time when I come, I will say, I'll pin the star button. I will say send 200 stars for your question to be seen. So I will only be answering questions for people with stars. That way, maybe everybody will be happy. So for the person who was saying that that they can ask whether they should file for a visa after their wedding, it is the person who is in America who has maybe a green card or a citizenship that is supposed to file for you. Okay, my dear, it's not you filing, it's the person in America who got married to you and want to bring you to America is the person that is supposed to file. All right, I hope I answered your question. I'm just going through to see if I missed somebody's question. Continue to ask. This is how I will just be coming and answering questions so that people who ask questions in my inbox can get their answers without me sitting and be replying them by text, okay? I think this will be the most preferable way to answer questions in the group than to go and be answering individual questions. Okay, so if there are no questions, I'm going to check out. Somebody said, can you give me HR letter or support me to come to the US? Please help me. No, I don't know you. What am I? Do you know what HR letter mean? We don't do corruption in America, okay? I don't know you. You don't work for me. I cannot give you a letter, so the embassy will still catch it, okay? Because me and you have no connection. I don't have no company. I don't have nothing about you. And who are you going to see in America for what? And what is your purpose of going to America? So you see why you guys want to waste money at the embassy every day and you cannot get a visa? Because you are just asking questions like this. Just see somebody on the street, they should give you HR letter. Do you know whether that person has a company that they can call and check? I don't have. So you see why even that you're going to get in trouble very soon. If you are coming here, it's not by fire or force. Take your time and prepare yourself and work for the visa and be qualified, okay? Okay, sorry. Somebody asked why the increment of visa fee every day. Okay, so they just increased the visa fee last month. It's going to be effective on April 1st in the 25 days, 24 days from now. So especially the immigrant fee is really big now because, for example, they have to pay the people that work at the embassies. Everything has gone up. Everything is expensive in America, and so they have to increase the fees in order to continue to help you guys, okay? To help the people who need the services. Again, as I said, there's nothing free here. So the people who are the officers who are doing the interviews, they need to be paid. And where is the money coming from? From people like you who need their services. So when they gather all this money from you guys, then they use it to pay those officers at the end of the month. Did I answer your question? Yes. Okay. Did I miss any question? If I miss any question, feel free to retype it. I have a business and land papers. Are these strong for me to prove home ties? It depends on how you answer the question. If you can, I can't remember what kind of question. Were you talking about tourist visa or something? Yeah, there are ties. If you have a business and it's registered, you have a business license to show, that's fine. If you also have a land and you have a title to show, that's fine. But now it depends on how you are going to answer your question. So if you answer a question and tell it to provide that as your proof, it's okay. Okay, my friend. All right. I think I'm tired. I need to go. $100 or what? You guys just like that. You guys just like to sit here and type. Okay, so ask your questions. I'm about to leave. I'm just gonna hang a little bit for some few minutes to wait if somebody else has a question, okay? Otherwise, let me see the time here. So you have to be careful. The kind of the thing is that immigration is so sophisticated. The people that work at the embassy, they're so sophisticated. So any trick that you are trying to make, they know. So that's one thing people should have in mind. Okay? Anything you are trying to think that they don't know, they already know. So don't sit and be calculating things that you'll be caught thinking that they will not know and you will get away from it. No. They will not tell you that that's the reason that denying you a visa. They will not tell you that that's the reason that denying you a visa, but they'll just deny based on that they have, but that's the reason in their mind. Okay? That is the reason in their mind. They will not tell you. They will not tell you that that is the reason, but in their mind they will catch you and then just laugh. Okay, my dear. It's as if there are no more questions. So everything here is transparent, okay? You cannot corrupt. If you go there with things that they feel like they are not genuine, they will catch you and they'll be angry and they'll not give you a visa. Okay? And remember that they have sophisticated machines. They also have people that do research. They have people that they can call and check certain things. There's a lot going on. So when you are really genuine and standing in front of them, they will know because of the way you are answering your question. You're prepared, you know. It's just like somebody who is not prepared going to take a test in school. When you're prepared and when you take a test in school, you are calm, you stand, you are trying to dream, to think the questions that they can ask you. You are not just, you prepare. You're not going to get a surprise. So when I went to the embassy, you just have, okay, I'm going for a visitor visa. and this person is the one inviting me. I have this. Another thing with people who are in America, let me tell you guys, a lot of family members will give you that invitation, but now they're not willing to give you their financial documents. That is why at the embassy they will ask you how much money does your family or your sister or your uncle make. You will not know because they will never tell you, you know. And now only that one question, they will not give a visa. But now, why are the family members don't want to tell you how much they make? Because they say they tell you how much they make and you end up not getting a visa. Now you know how much they make. Now you are going to go spread it to the other family members, and now they're going to be pacing the person or begging money every day, not knowing that that money has use, or the money is not even enough for that family member. It's just trying to help you. So you guys are making it difficult for your family members to help you because of your attitude, you know. So a lot of them, they have experience or they have heard stories. And so when you try to tell them, oh, bring me, they can give you an invitation letter, and some of them are not qualified to even invite you. But do they know? No. Do you know? No. But the immigration know. But how do they know? When they give you the invitation letter, because they didn't know they're not qualified, now they begin to ask, then they'll check their money that they make from the job, because they're at the embassy, right? The person who was asking a question about what job the sister is working and address, right? While they're talking to you right there, they could see everything about your sister in America. They could see the picture. They could see the address where the sister lives. They could see where the sister works right there on their computer next to you. So if they can see that, they use that information too to judge whether they should give you a visa or not. But you standing there, that is why if you even dare lie, they laugh, and because they've seen something in front of them and you are standing there and you are lying, because the way the system works is that everything is connected to the computer. So you cannot say the sister knows that. If they tell you, you will say no. Immigration knows that this sister is making only this amount of money, and the sister has a child or has a husband, and then the sister cannot take you to act. But you don't know that. The sister don't know that, because the sister didn't consult a lawyer to say, bring me how much you make. Let me first of all see if you qualify to invite somebody. Or let me see if you, where are you working? Well, how much money do you make? Let me see, go and get a letter from your employer. Let me see, not only talking by mouth. Go and bring me the letter from your employer that says you are making this amount of money. And people don't know that. They will just carry the empty invitation and throw it to you, and you go and try your luck. And then when you don't get a visa, they're like, I tried. You know. So the reason why they cannot go to a lawyer to help them do this thing is because the lawyer will ask them a lot of money too. So they don't want to spend, but you want them to help you. They don't want to spend their money paying lawyers to give you to get the expert knowledge to help you. And they don't even know that without them doing that, they're not going to give you the visa. So they're just ignorant, and you too are ignorant, you know, because that is how some people are. So you cannot blame them because they lack the information, and some of them are very lazy to go and find correct information, but they just want to be excited that they're inviting a sister, you know. Or they're inviting a brother to come and join them, or to come and visit. So it's a lot going on here, you know. Some people, and another thing that I want to say about invitation is that when you are requesting people to write invitation or show their document, a lot of people are here, they don't even have documents, but they will never come to you, the family members, to disclose that they don't have documents that are genuine to invite you. So, or especially some of them are on green card, they're not your citizens. So those ones are not really the best, okay? But you might not know the difference between a green card and a citizen. A citizen is like somebody who's here, somebody that the government already know they are vetted, you are not a criminal, you know, you are paying your taxes, you have never owned, you are so that status alone give ground for somebody to invite you, and they know that you are meeting a reasonable person, or is a reasonable person who has invited you, versus somebody who just a green card holder. And a citizen can never be deported because this is their country. And then a green card holder is somebody who just have permission to stay here. Even though they call it permanent resident, you just have permission. If you commit any crime, they can still deport you to your country, okay? They can send you to your country. Compared to a U.S. citizen that even you are coming from another country, but because you are already a U.S. citizen, even you commit a crime, you cannot be deported anywhere because this is your country, okay? So that is the difference that you guys should know. So when people are only having permission to stay in America, and you guys want them to bring you here, versus people who are Americans themselves, who are Americans and they have a better life, or an urge over the other people, okay? Lawyer for here, I beg, let me just be following you for my eye opener. Who is this Precious? Yeah. And as I told you guys, everybody go to school for a reason. Everybody in America, there's so many careers. Can be a doctor, can be a lawyer, can be an engineer, can be a teacher, can be this. But as I told you guys that this kind of, even unfortunately, this information that people will think that they should spread it freely, or they should teach it in high school because it's very important, or they should teach it in a university first year in the number 4 years, no, number 3 years in the university, or it should just be on the street for free. No. So unfortunately in America, you have to go to after high school, you have to go to school for 7 years again after high school, which means that you have undergraduate degree, you have to do a master's for 3 years. Okay, that's the only school, and it should be in a law school. That is the only school that they teach this kind of knowledge. So it's not on the street. You can't. And people who have sacrificed to pay millions and millions, like 100 million CFA, to go to this kind of school, cannot come out and be giving it for free for you guys. For free, the way I'm doing, okay? So you will not see it. You can go and die on Facebook or whatever, do every kind of thing. It's not common, okay? Not of third world like in Africa. The lawyers they can never even get access to this kind of information, and so they cannot cancel you guys. And now, if you people want to get it, you have to pay lawyers in America to talk for 30 minutes for like maybe $200, which is 100,000. So which is people can never afford. So instead, when it comes to platform like this, just pick the free information and run, okay? Okay, let me see if there's still some few questions and I can answer them. Okay, for conference, is there interview? Everything. Who is this? Angie Philly. Every visa you want to come to America, you must go for a visa interview. Okay, there's no other thing visa without an interview. Okay, any dressing advice during visa interview? Yes, as a professional, you have to dress professionally, as if you are going for a job interview. Okay, if you are a man, you can dress with a shirt and tie. Or you can also wear your suit if you're a professional. Let's say you're working in a bank, you're a banker, and I'm going for a visa interview. How are you going to prove to me that you're a banker? Dress like how bankers are dressed, and show up there and talk like a banker. They will know. If you're a lawyer, they wear suit, dress like a lawyer, going to court. That's your casual dress. That's your daily dressing, and talk like a lawyer there and say you're going for a lawyer conference in America. So that's how you do it. If you are a business person, dress casual and as if you are going to sign a contract for business somewhere. You know, in your society how those kind of people dress. If you are a mechanic, don't go there with a suit. If you or if you are, let me just say, if you're a teacher, just dress just as you dress and go to school every day. If you're a mechanic, just dress casual, because people who don't dress in professional way every day, if you dare put it on your body only on that day that you are showing up there, it will tell them that you are trying to fake it. That is not you, okay? It will show them that you are trying to fake it. So just be yourself, as if you were doing those things that you want them to know about you on a daily basis. Like me, the way I look now, if I were going to go to the visa office interview, I would just go like this, because this is how I am. You know, I would just go like this. I'm not going to go put on some suit or look in a way that, no, I'm just going to be mean every day. As I can, they might search me on Facebook, they will see that, oh, she's always like that every day, you know. So that's how you want to dress. Just dress casually. If you are a casual person every day, if you're a professional like a banker, a lawyer, a doctor, all those, you know how those people dress in your own society, and you know your profession. But if you are just any profession that is like a business person, you are just a student, dress like a student too. Don't go and carry expensive things that you are not here working and put on your body because you are a student. They will tell that you are not really a student because you are wearing things that students don't wear, you know. So that's another thing that you have to so can we change to work for a conference? No. If you are coming to America for work, you have to look for a work visa. If you are coming for conference, you have to apply for conference visa. If you come for conference and for some reason you want to stay, you have to change your status. So I'm not going to come here and tell you how to change the status, because this is not going to be criminal, okay? So I'm not going to tell you when you come to America, go and do, you want to stay here, do this, do that. We are not, this is where I will not go there, okay? Because I will not come and I'm not perpetrating crime here, okay? If I say that, there will be criminal on my part. So I know what to tell you guys and what not to tell you guys, okay? So we're not here making you guys, because I'm also talking like part of the government, okay? So if I cannot come here, be telling people tricks that use a conference, when you come here you can change and then stay like this, like that, or lie and say you are coming for school, then when you come here you then change and do. No. If you want that kind of counseling, then you actually need to book for your counseling service and pay, and they can tell you anything in the consultation, all right? But not here. Or when you come to America anyway, you come for America as on a conference, then you go and visit the American lawyers and consult and pay your money, okay? So don't even beat yourself around the bushes when you are still in your own country and you're wasting your time. All right, so that is the dressing part of it. I hope that satisfies your question. Are there other questions that I missed? Okay, if you are a nurse, how do you dress? My friend, you see the kind of question that somebody can just know that you are not actually a nurse. How do you dress to work? You dress in your white clothes, right? Okay. Before you put the white clothes on top of you put your white clothes on top of something. So dress as if you go to work every day. It's only when you go to work that you take the white strap and put on your body. That's how you dress. Okay, let's say you were walking next door to embassy, and your job, you are a nurse, there's a hospital right there, and your job is right there, and your interview date is right there. If I were the person, I would just walk with my normal clothes and go to the interview to prove that I'm just from work and there was no time to go change. Nobody's going to ask why you're dressing like that anyway, but it will be a proof to the person that I'm actually a nurse and I'm from work. What's wrong with it? Nothing. Everything you use it to your own advantage. Everything you want to do, that's the trick of this business. Just turn anything that you want and use it to your own advantage, okay? Okay, so I think you guys don't have any further questions. I'm just like USA so much I cannot dream to go US many times. Thank you so much for your work, and you're welcome, my friend. I'm running up. So if you guys still have some questions, ask, because my time is running out. Time is money. I cannot see here if there are no questions to answer, okay? I need to go do something else. I'm trying to answer to see if I miss people's questions. Okay. All right. And I'm done with the questions. You guys didn't do a good sharing today, but you consume all my energy. Do you guys realize that I don't come live that often again? Because you guys don't make me, you guys don't entice me to come to live video anymore. So sometimes I feel so discouraged to come. Sometimes like, these questions are just too much. Let me go and answer them. Anyway, so thank you for those who have been sharing, and thank you for love and likes, and thanks for those who have been commenting. Let me see. You are very special, Miss. God bless you more. Thank you, Real Ratty. Thank you, Aggie. Next time you guys come with stars, okay? The star button is there. Subscription, please, for those I forgot it. Those who are here, please do me a favor and go subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't forget, okay? Do me a favor, and the YouTube channel is right there. The link is right there. Click on it and subscribe, okay? I've forgotten to have said it long ago when there were many people. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, so that, as I told you guys, there are so many videos that are interesting there, and they are well organized compared to Facebook that I mix them with text. Sometimes I do write up on Facebook and I post pictures. So this one has no write up, no pictures, so organized. So that is a better place for you to go, okay? So for those who are watching me now, guys, do me a favor and go subscribe. It's free. This one is free, okay? Subscription on YouTube is free, no money. Go, welcome. Good evening from Cameroon time, mommy. How are you, my friend? We're coming almost at the time that I'm about to leave. Do you have any question? Ask any question so I can answer and go. I was about to leave. All right. If there are no questions, then I can check out. Are there some questions? Hello, for those who are joining me, please, if you have any question about traveling to the United States, let me know. Ask your questions. I'm about to leave. For those who are joining me now, if you have some questions, I saw a new group of people coming in. And Angie, Joe, please do me a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And Real Ratty. do me a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel in front of you. It's the first link under the comment section, okay? Just click on the link and it will take you to the subscription. And again, it's free. All right. And for those who are coming, if you have any question, I'm still around for probably 5 minutes. You guys can ask a question for me to answer. So you have, for those who live in the United States or that have family in the United States, I have 10 people for you already. Yeah, good. The YouTube channel is under the comment section, the first comment under the video. Please do me a favor and subscribe. The only issue is that those in Cameroon without original ID card cannot make passport. Why should you be without original ID card? How much does it cost? As somebody who even think to come to America, if you cannot even have an ID card, just forget about even coming to America because you're not even responsible yourself. So the embassy is not even going to bother to give you a visa to start with. They will look at you and know that you are not even fit in the society because you cannot be living in your own country and there's no way to identify you. You understand? So in America, everybody is identifiable. Bog, welcome from Ethiopia. How are you? Dominish? So, if you are in Cameroon, when you have, before you even write your advanced level, at least you should try to have an ID card. Apply for an ID card way before. Now, in nowadays, there were no people like us talking like this. So now you guys know what, if you want a better future, you know where to start. Start by getting just an ID to identify who you are. In Cameroon, if you don't even have an ID, let's say you struggle to get an interview book in Yaoundé. How are you going to travel to Yaoundé to even attend the interview without an ID card? How are you going to get into the bus or whatever if the police, they stop you on the way? So you see now, right there in your own country, you are not even responsible. Not to talk of how are you going to be responsible in America? No. So now you cannot even, you're not even going to reach Yaoundé for the interview without an ID card. And so you are living there. And even at the gate, sometimes they might ask you you have to identify yourself. How can I get a chance? Chance to do what? Everything for those who are joining me, if this is your first time, I have videos about how to come to America, the different visas. So go and watch it and then look at the type that suits you and you select. So you will see the titles of the videos and then you will know which one to pick, okay? So when you say get a chance, I don't know a chance of what. So it's difficult to answer that kind of a question, my dear. So for those who are in Cameroon, you go and do your ID card. And then you get your passport if you have dreams to go to America. Whether you have a visa or not, whether you plan to go and book. So that's being responsible. Get a passport, get an ID card, get a passport, just keep. If you get expire, it's easy to renew. Even you don't travel, you don't have dreams to travel in the next 2-3 months or 1 year, get a passport so that if you now decide to, that passport will probably get expired, but at least you have something that in case of emergency you can use. Then you can go and renew it easily. But if you don't have it, it's a big problem, okay? All right, I'm a little bit tired. So I think I've answered all the questions. Okay, so I mean the original, because most people have birth cartoons. No, there's some, you have to go. When they say most people have, you have to go and do the original. Nobody's gonna help you. Even your father, for those who have mothers that are not literate, parents that are not literate, they don't, you the student, you the child, it's your future. It's you who know the importance of the ID card or passport. You should go and do it. If you go and you have the carton, go and change it. Take that one and go and do a new one. So no, the problem is that you people want somebody to always do things for you. Your parents are not going to do it because they have their own life. If you are a young person, you are trying to make your own life, you have to work for yourself, okay? You have to work for yourself. So parents are not going to be like children that are supposed to be responsible. They don't want to be responsible, but they want the parents to get the heat. No. Parents are, oh, I'm a parent too. I'm not going to be doing that nonsense for a child that is supposed to know what to do, or that is stubborn, doesn't know. Move and learn around when you're picking bad things from friends, it's the same thing as picking good things for yourself. So when children are doing bad things because they saw it from friends, then they should be able to pick good things that they can help themselves. Is that true? So that is a little advice I can give for those who even this thing, DV lottery, they don't need a passport, but for those who will apply and they have that advantage of passport, who knows? It's not compulsory now anymore, but who knows if you have a passport? So you just want to, when they say free application, you fill a complete one. Me who fill the passport and you who fill without a passport. Remember, it's a machine that select. Who knows the advantages? You understand? So you probably have to make it in a way that life become easy for your parents and also for anybody that is going to try to work with you guys, okay? Don't make it complicated. Are there some questions? Ask your questions. Send me some link to apply. Who is this? Apply for what? No, I don't send links here. Everything is online. Go and Google. If you are watching me, you cannot go to Google and find information. Then you cannot even get a visa because that's where it starts. Okay? If you people, the links means that you have your phone, the same phone you are watching me. Go to that phone, Google what you want. It will tell you the same thing. If I want to give you anything, I have to Google too. I don't, because I'm not the keeper of links. So the same thing I can do, you can do, because you have the phone. For working visa, no, I don't have any link. Working visa, you have to go and apply. Go and search for a job. I don't have, there's nothing like working visa. Working visa that you put the name does not exist. You have to go and look for a job online and then apply. If a company in America like you, they offer you a job and then they will send you an invitation. They'll sponsor you to come here, okay? So that is how you come here through a working visa. So I don't have any link to give you because I'm not a company that, I don't have any job. Only a company that has jobs can employ you. So go to my page, spend some time and watch the videos that talk about how to apply for jobs in America, okay, my friend? That's the only way you can get it. The video says how to apply for jobs. Then you will listen to the video and take note, and then you will know how to get a job in America, okay? But for me, I cannot be giving you links because I don't have any links, and it will need me to go and be searching. But if you go and watch that video, you might get enough information on how to apply for jobs. All right, my friend. All right. Any more questions? No, you need me. 1 second, I'm gonna run up. You are welcome, Brooke. Somebody says send me links. Anyway, for the few people who are watching me, please do me a favor and hit the YouTube link that is under the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then there's the same videos, some of them well organized, some of them on Facebook, some of them on YouTube. Okay, remember, as I told you guys, that it's not every video that I will put on YouTube, because sorry, on Facebook, because Facebook has a lot of restriction, okay, compared to YouTube. So you can go and watch them on YouTube. Okay, all right. So for those who are still watching me, please go and don't forget it, because if you go you might forget. Just hit the link right now and subscribe, and I will see the names on my phone right here. I'm here to see Brooke. I want to see you subscribe. I have my phone to see your name. And who? Angie. And who again? Golly. And who? Let me see. Real Ratty. John. All of you, go and subscribe. Edgar. Some of you must have left, I think. Abdul. All of you, I want to see you guys subscribe. Okay? Alright, my friend. For those who are giving some last thumbs up, let me go. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section. If it was helpful, if your time was well spent, let me know. If you got your answers, your questions answered, let me also know. All right, so I think I will end here, and then we'll continue in the next video, or continue another time. Thanks you guys for those who have been sharing. Thanks for those who gave me thumbs up. Thanks for your comments, and thanks for your patience, and thanks for stopping by to say hello to me. Okay, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Love you.